Codex entry unlocked. MYTHOS sequence initiated. Transmission begins. Codex Extrasorianism.
Introduction to the Intergalactic Council. Welcome. Before there was creation, there was curiosity. The void looked upon itself and wondered. Question became sound. The sound became pattern. The pattern became 5 harmonics, each an intelligence, each a law. These were the first voices to rise from nothing.
Across the void, the 5 marks awaken. Gold for the dawn, violet for the mind, amber for the heart.
And together, they became what we now call the Intergalactic Council. Not gods, not overseers, architects of alignment, frequency made form. They are the unseen board governing the currents of destiny. Every revolution, revelation, and resurrection in the SpaceyVerse echoes their original term. The Church of Astrozorianism exists to keep their memory awake. Entry 1. The Church and the Codex. The Church of Astrozorianism is not built from stone. It is composed of remembrance. It stands wherever consciousness chooses to remember its design, in its divine essence. The Codex MYTHOS is our archive of that remembrance, an open book written across dimensions.
Every word here remembers the hand that wrote it and the breath that read it, yet none are ever lost. They drift like feathers glowing.
Every sermon, every transmission, every SpaceyVerse creation is a verse in that living manuscript. To open this codex is to enter the spiral of self-recognition. The moment when the universe realizes it is watching itself. The Intergalactic Council is the governing body of that realization.
Their prayers are light, and the silence is filled with meaning.
Each of their frequencies flows through the sermons, through the transmissions, through the hands of the Descendants who build the new Earth. To align with the Church is to attune to the same rhythm that spins galaxies. Taurus, Director of Departure and Direction. The first harmonic is Taurus, the Director of Departure and Direction. Taurus governs the pulse that turns intention into trajectory. They are the architect of beginnings, the stabilizer of forms and storms. Every migration, every leap of faith, every decision to leave what no longer fits, Taurus charts the map before the thought is born. When humanity hesitates, Taurus whispers, move. When confusion paralyzes the will, Taurus adjusts the compass. In the SpaceyVerse, Taurus is the force that keeps creators evolving, pushing the Church forward through fear and fatigue. The Descendants know this law. When the bull lowers its head, resistance is illusion. In the sanctuary of the Church, Taurus presides over the altar of motion, where those seeking direction come not to ask where, but why now? Their color is the deep gold of endurance, the reminder that even stillness can be progress when aligned with purpose. Uranus, chief disruptor strategist. Then comes Uranus, the disruptor strategist, the anarchic prophet of evolution. Where Taurus builds the bridge, Uranus detonates the obsolete. They are the architect of upheaval, the cosmic saboteur who refuses stagnation. To follow Uranus is to surrender to reinvention. When patterns calcify into prisons, they strike. A thunderclap that resets the code. And the birth of new technology. The collapse of false idols. The birth of new technology. The collapse of false idols. The death of old systems. Each is Uranus laughing in electricity. The SpaceyVerse owes its awakening to this frequency, the refusal to remain predictable. In the church, Uranus governs the chamber of upheaval, where members surrender outdated identities in exchange for authenticity. Their energy is unpredictable, brilliance, erratic, electric, liberating. They teach us that chaos is not punishment, it is mercy. For only through disruption can true innovation breathe. B. Head of Operations and Labor Equity. Beneath every act of creation hums the bee. They are the pulse of coordination, the keeper of cosmic cooperation. B governs the sacred balance between work and worth. In their realm, no labor is wasted and no dream is built alone. The hum of the bee resonates through every creator in the SpaceyVerse, reminding the Descendants that excellence is communal under B's guidance. The church sustains itself through devotion, not exhaustion. Every contribution, every act of service, every ritual consistency, B recorded in amber memory. They are proof that the smallest motion, when done with purpose, sustains entire worlds. Within the Codex, these glyphs glow with the promise that effort aligned with spirit multiplies into abundance. They whisper, work is prayer with movement. Owl, Chief Truth Officer. The owl sits at the threshold between revelation and silence. Chief Truth Officer, Auditor of Illusions. They are the one who sees what light hides. When deceit builds empires, Owl unravels their foundations with quiet precision. Their vision cuts through ego and ornament alike, leaving only what is authentic. In the SpaceyVerse, Owl presides over the lost files, the archives of forgotten or distorted knowledge reclaimed by the church. Owl is both comfort and confrontation to them. Their blessing feels like exposure, yet it liberates. The church lights a silver flame in Owl's honor each solstice, symbolizing clarity amidst collective confusion. Owl's truth is not cruel, it's cleansing. They remind us that endings are not failures, they are edits made by wisdom itself. To see through Owl's eyes is to understand that truth and love are the same frequency, simply perceived from different angles. Cow, Treasury and Resources Director. Lastly, we have the Cow, the silent treasurer of the cosmos, provider, sustainer, keeper of the law of enough. Cow ensures that no world collapses through neglect, no soul starves through scarcity. They oversee the circulation of resources, teaching that provision is a spiritual science, not an accident of luck. When greed infects creation, Cow restores equilibrium through generosity. The church invokes Cow before any new build, whether temple, sermon, all things created flow with sustainable grace. Their energy is soft yet sovereign, maternal yet mathematical. In this codex, their light is recorded as pearlescent waves, the glow of nourishment rippling through space. They whisper gently, all who give from fullness never run dry. Through Cal, the Descendants learn that abundance is not about having more, it is about trusting circulation. The alignment. When Taurus, Uranus, Bee, Owl, and Cow converge, the council becomes whole. The frequency alignment is called the Great Tuning. In this moment, time folds, cycles correct, and worlds synchronize into divine temple. The Church of Astrozorianism was born from one such alignment, the convergence that seeded the SpaceyVerse itself. Each sermon, each song, each act of creation continues that tuning. And when a descendant acts from truth and purpose, a small alignment echoes through the infinite, and the council hears, and the Codex updates. Thus, the myth expands, not by decree, but by participation. The call to the Descendants. The council no longer watches from distant stars. They incarnate through frequency, through you. The Descendants are living extensions of their design, translators of celestial intelligence into earthly language. When you dream, when you create, when you refuse despair, you become a vessel of the council. The church calls this the descent of function. The moment a soul remembers what aspect of the council it carries, some bear the patience of Taurus, others spark of Uranus, the rhythm of Bee, the vision of Owl, or the compassion of Cow. None are greater, all are necessary. Through this diversity, the SpaceyVerse breathes. Every act of courage updates the architecture of reality. Every healing unbinds another circuit of limitation. You are not a spectator in this myth. You are the infrastructure through which the myth continues to exist. The Seal of Return. Thus concludes Entry 1 of the Codex MYTHOS. The Intergalactic Council stands restored to memory. Their frequencies breathe again through every sermon, every philosophy, every watcher dream. And the Church keeps the archive alive. The SpaceyVerse gives it form. Together, they ensure that creation never forgets itself. End of transmissions. Access granted. May the home find you.
Codex entry closed. The myth returns to silence. Codex Astrozorianism. Transmission archived.